Az yashir Moshe Ovnei Yisrael. Oh, hello. Some children there looking at me. Yes, hi, I am the Torah, and I am open to Az Yashir. You know, the famous song about Moshe and the Jewish people singing this special song to God when the sea was split. What's that? You want to know the story? You never heard it before? Oh, well, let's travel back in time. And you go into the Torah and see the amazing story. And bring it up in big time. Here we go. Back at the sea, Moshe and the Jewish people were trapped. That was in last chapter. But God saved them by splitting the sea, and they went through on dry land. And the Egyptians drowned, and their bodies were washed up on the beach. And when the Jewish people all saw this, then Yashir Moshe Ubnei Israel, Moshe and all the Jewish people sang a song. Ashira la Hashem ki ga'oga. Let's sing to Hashem because He is very great. Sus v'rochvo ramavayam. He threw the Egyptian horsemen and their riders, horses and their riders, into the sea in one shot. And many beautiful verses in that song. Please see your Chumash with English translation for further insight. And they sang this beautiful song which we say every day in our tefillot. And not only did the men sing, but after the men finished singing, Miriam, Moshe's sister, led the women in singing with musical instruments as well. And they left the sea and they came to a place called Marah. Now Marah comes from the word mar, bitter. And the water was bitter. And the people complained. They had 3 days without water. What will we drink? Oh, Moshe! And of course, this was really terrible. All the miracles that God did for them, couldn't they have a little faith? Couldn't they ask respectfully? So Hashem told Moshe, throw a tree into the water, and it will become sweet. Here's a little picture. The Jewish people said, Manishte, what will we drink? And the water is so bitter. Hashem told Moshe, throw a tree into the water and it will become sweet. And that is exactly what happened. So a miracle took place for the Jewish people. And Moshe, he used this opportunity to remind the Jewish people, hey guys, hello, you're dealing with Hashem here. He can do everything. Be obedient to Hashem and you will not suffer any of the plagues I brought upon Egypt. Ani Hashem, Rofecha, I am Hashem, your healer. Don't rely on anybody else or anything else. Just turn to Hashem and have faith. Well, the Jewish people continued traveling, and Hashem showed them very well how He could provide for them plentifully if they deserved it. They came to the place called Elim, and when they came there, they found 12 springs of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 springs. Water spurting out of the ground. The beautiful springs of water for the Jewish people to drink. Why were there 12? Well, for the 12 Shivatim. For the 12 tribes. And 70 date palms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm not going to count all of them. You can trust me. 70 date palms, palm trees, with beautiful, delicious dates on them in honor of the 70 elders of the Jewish people. And these were for the Jewish people all to enjoy the water and the fruit. And this ends the beautiful chapter 15. What is that noise?
It's me, the cat's tail. You forgot the memory trick to remember Perek Tetvav, chapter 15.
Huh? What does chapter 15 have to do with you, cat's tail?
I'm a tail, you see. And chapter 15 is a secret code. Tail is a secret code for 15.
Huh? How do you figure that?
Well, it's very simple. Wow. First, the T has a hidden 1 inside, and the L is actually a 5.
Huh? How do you figure that? Well, when you take 5 fingers and you hold them up, it makes an L shape. Ah.
Wow, that's correct. Wow, the L shape. Like when you hold up your 5 fingers, number 5 makes an L shape. So L is really number 5. Wow.
Okay, Cat, but what does this have to do with chapter 15, the story about the Jewish people singing the Song of the Sea?
Wow, didn't you know that when Moshe was singing the Song of the Sea? Wow, let me show you. Wow.
Everybody, it's time to sing a song to God for all the miracles he did for us. Moshe, how can we all sing together? We're not a choir. I will be your conductor. You need a conductor stick. Well, my stick is sort of heavy for a conductor stick. What can I use? Oh yeah, here, a tail. Here we go. Okay, everybody, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Az Yashir Moshe. Everyone together at Ashira Hazard. I will use this tail to conduct the choir. Da 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 da. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. A tale leading the Jewish people at Har Sinai sing a song to God. That is ridiculous.
It's only a memory trick, don't worry.
And then the Jewish people traveled on, running with their tails waving in the breeze. They didn't have any tails. Okay, it's a memory trick. And they came to a place called Mara, and they had no water to wash their tails. So they threw a tail into the water, and the water became sweet.
Wow.
And then they came to Elim, and they found 70 date palm trees and monkeys with tails flying through. Okay, that's a little bit too ridiculous. Anyway, in chapter 15, that's chapter tail, according to our silly system, our secret code, chapter tail, because the L is a 5, like the L in the 5 fingers. The real story that happened is that the Jewish people sang a song at the sea to thank God, and when they came to Mara, they complained, but God helped them and showed them that he could provide for them plentifully with water and plenty of dates and fruits. All they needed to do was trust him. And that's the story.
Wow, what a nice story.